What's up, guys and girls? It's GhostRobo, and as you can tell, today is the most legendary video I have ever put on my channel. I'm joined here by the amazing, wonderful creator of Mario, Mr. Miyamoto himself, and Raymond is here to help us translate. I just got done playing a long demo of the new Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. Absolutely fantastic. I loved my time with it. I'm a huge Nintendo fan. Everybody that knows me knows that I love Nintendo games more than anything. So this was fantastic. And we're here at E3 and going to ask you some questions, and then we have a fun little challenge before we're done. All right, so I've played all the Legend of Zeldas back on NES and Super Nintendo and all the iterations. What about this Zelda are you most excited about, and what do you think sets it apart from its predecessors?
そうですね。ゼルダの伝説って最初の NES 版は本当にポッて荒野に置かれた一人の自分が何をするのかを探していくアドベンチャーだったんですけど、だんだんとダンジョンを順番に攻略していくシリーズが増えてきたのですね。で今回は本当にまた一度フィールドに置かれてると、しかもそれが8ビットのこういう平面のフィールドじゃなくて 3D で物理演算で全部再現されてる本当にシームレスな地形の中に自分が出てくるということですね。
So as you know, in the first NES version of Zelda, you were just placed in a field, and it's about discovering who you are, what is your purpose. And then as the series progressed, we started to see a lot more dungeon focus, so there's a lot of dungeon clearing. But with this new Zelda, we wanted to go back to the original Zelda spirit of just being dropped into the field.
Cool.
And of course, back in the day, it was an 8-bit kind of flat screen, but now everything's realized in full 3D with actual physics engine, so that's what really sets it apart.
Awesome. And for me, the most memorable part of Zelda games are the boss battles. That's what I really love. So what I want to know is, do you have a favorite boss battle, and what can we expect from the boss battles this time?
ボスバトルね、どんどん難しくなってきて僕は苦手なんですけどどれかな。オカリナのね、ガノンが絵から飛び出すやつがあるんですよ。ガーッと飛び回るやつ。あれはすごいこうイメージも好きですね。
So, the boss battles are getting harder and harder. They're getting harder and harder for me to play too. But let's see, I think I really like the battle in Ocarina where Ganon's jumping from painting to painting. That was really fun.
Very cool. And I think it's also interesting how each Zelda title has a different storyline, a different world, a different Link. We've seen a lot of focus on technology and the big world in this game. How will the story play into that, and what can we expect from the plot?
ストーリーはね、一番難しいのはゼルダのシリーズがいっぱいあるので、それぞれが矛盾してないストーリーに収めるかどうかが実は一番難しいんですけど、今回は本当にそのさっき言ったフィジックスと本当につながった一連のテレーンがあることで、ストーリーにあまり重視せずに、その中でリンク自身が自分で考えてちょっとずつ目覚めていくための時代設定をしています。
So the storyline, the hard thing about creating a story for Zelda is that there's so many Zelda games, so it's hard to create a story that doesn't kind of contradict all of the different storylines. But in this title, as I mentioned, we've used a physics engine, and there's a terrain that's seamless and all connected. And so the focus is more on that and how Link kind of just thinks for himself and discovers himself in this.
Awesome. And players have been very excited for this Zelda for a long time. I'm sure you've seen the lines downstairs are crazy. Everybody is the most talked about game on Twitter. Do you ever get nervous when you're about to reveal the new Zelda? Do you ever get any jitters or anything to see what the players think?
今回はそうですね、一番心配してたのはじっくり触ってもらえないと分かってもらえない。で今回長い目の設定をしているので、結局レースも長くなって申し訳ないと思ってるんですけども、その時間を遊んでもらった人たちがちゃんと理解して意見をくれることが非常にありがたいですね。
Something that's really important about these games is that people have to actually play the game to really understand it, and so that's why we extended the playtime, which resulted in a longer line. I'm really sorry about that. But I really hope that people are able to play the game and really understand it.
For sure. And now a little more broadly just on Nintendo and games. Given all your experience and your wisdom, what is something that you would tell a young video game developer who is hoping to make the next great game?
そうですね。長い間やって思うんですけど、僕は 京都でまあ広い世界からすると本当に日本の京都で仕事をしてる。しかも自分の経験をもとに自分の感覚でものを作ってる。これがね結果的には東京に憧れるとかニューヨークに憧れるとかということで良かったと思うんですね。
So so I work in Kyoto. It's one city in one country compared to the entire world, and I make these games based on my personal experience and what I've gained out of that. And so I think it's good to actually aspire for places like maybe bigger cities like Tokyo or New York.
Cool.
で結局自分の流行ってるものにどんどんついていくと、今こういうのが流行ってるからこういうものを作ろうというんじゃなくて、自分が面白いなと思うものを作れる環境を自分で維持することってすごく大事だと思います。
And instead of being kind of caught up in what the new thing is or what the new fad is right now, I think it's really important to be able to understand what it is that you think is fun and to be able to create an environment where you can create that. I think that's really important.
Very cool.
でそのためにはやっぱりみんながそれぞれの人が自分でいろんなことを経験しておくことで、たくさんのゲームだけじゃなくていろんなことを遊んだり喧嘩をしたりスポーツをしたり友達と喧嘩をいろんなことを経験したことがすごく大事だと思いますね。
In order to do that, I think it's really important for everyone to experience what there is to experience, go beyond games. So have fun, go out and play, maybe have fights, maybe play some sports, whatever it is, to really gain a lot of experience.
Cool. And along that line, Nintendo games have always been fun, and a lot of recent games seem to lack some of the polish or the charm that games from the 8-bit or the 16-bit era had. Is there anything you think that is missing from today that they had back then that you wish there was more of?
僕はね今の技術があるからこのゼルダができてるし、今のすごいデザイナーとかプログラマーがいるから一緒にこのゲームが作れてるので、進化していくことはどんどん歓迎だと思うんですね。ただ常に進化した技術を使う原点にさっき言った人がいたり、基本的な構造の面白さっていうのがあるのでね、でそこを常に原点に帰った構造を作ろうとか、原点の人がいてその人が作るっていうことをみんなが大事にしていけばうまく、バランスが取れていくと思います。
So I think, especially with things like the Zelda right now, it's possible because of the technology and the techniques that are available now, and it's because of all the designers and programmers that are available now. So I have no problem, and I think it's great that games are evolving. But I do think that whenever we put into practice all this evolved technology or techniques, I think it's important to go back to the prime point, of the original point of really, and that original point may be that human being at the center, or that experience that comes up. So I really think that in the structure of the game and how to convey that original point. So I think it's important to not forget that and go back to that as we're putting all of this new evolved things into practice.
Okay, cool. And then I know that Zelda sort of came from your love of adventuring, and then Pikmin from your love of gardening, and Nintendogs when you got a pet. Do you have any hobbies right now that may eventually turn into a game?
基本的にはね、僕はそういう理由があるので、自分のホビーが今何かは言ったらダメなことになってるんですけれども、最近はね、いろんな、アミューズメントパークとか、ご自身もショートムービーを作ったり、そういういろんなメディアをもっと同時に使うことで、最新のゲーム機だけでできること以外のことができるっていう、そういういろんなメディアの組み合わせっていうのが僕にとっての一番の趣味のようになってます。
So because of exactly what you've mentioned, I actually can't talk about my hobbies very much. But I'm also involved in kind of the planning of the amusement park, or I've also made short movie animated films. And so to be able to use all of these different types of media and being able to go beyond just the latest game hardware, that using this combination of media has been a really source of inspiration. It's kind of my hobby right now, I guess you could say.
Awesome. And now for the important question, we gotta ask, what is your favorite Amiibo, and do you collect them? Because I have every single one, so we want to know.
どうでしょうね。僕も席の前に全部並んでる。
I have a whole huge shelf, bookshelf.
あれのね、僕パーテーションの台の上にずらーっと並んでるんですけど、なんでしょうね。 この間からすごく作りたかったのは実はスターフォックスのアミーボなんですけど、できなかったのでその前にすごく気に入ってこれやりたいって言ったのはウルフリンクのです。だから今はやっぱりウルフリンクのアミーボが一番好きかな。ミドラーな。
So I actually have all of the amiibos too up in my office, and it's displayed there. One amiibo that I really did want to make was a Star Fox amiibo, but we couldn't this time. So right now I think I'd have, and another one that we wanted to make that we were able to make was the Wolf Link amiibo. So I think right now I would have to go with the Wolf Link amiibo.
Awesome. Yeah, and he's twice as cool now that he can be put into Breath of the Wild. I just got to do that. That was
yes.
ぜひとも試してみてください。
man. All right, another super important question. If you were trapped on a desert island and could only bring 2 Nintendo games with you, which 2 would you take?
2つ
2, right?
Yes, just 2.
一つは決めてたんですよ。ミートモとなんでしょうね。わかんないですよね。テトリスは任天堂のゲームじゃないのか。けどPR じゃないですけど本当に今度のゼルダを持っていくとずっと退屈しないと思いますね。まあ島があるからそっちを冒険すればいいようなもんだけど。
So I had one for sure was Miitomo,
Okay.
and then another one, and I'm trying to do PR work, but I really think this new Zelda would be a great game because I can enjoy it for a very, very long time.
Gotcha. Good choices. All right, last question. So back in the NES and SNES eras, game developers couldn't really see how kids or how fans were reacting to the games. They just knew sales and scores. But today with YouTube and streams, what's it like for you to watch people play and be so excited by stuff like Mario Maker or Zelda?
YouTube 本当のそういうメディアってすごいなと思う。自分で発信ができる。僕らは漫画を描いてる頃は自分たちでプリントして配ったりしてたんですけども、それで発信できるメディアをみんなが使えるってすごいなと思うのと、ゲームのダラダラと中継をしてるのを見て、もう攻略本っていうのが、全くいらなくなったというか、いろいろすごいことが多いですね。
So I think it's great things like YouTube and being able to stream by yourself. You know, back in my day, we used to draw some manga and then print it out and give it to people. But I think it's great that everyone has an outlet to be able to do that. And then another thing I feel is with people playing the games online and streaming, it seems like things like strategy guys, it's almost like you don't need them anymore.
Right. Very cool. Speaking of drawing, now is the time where we get to do the challenge, which is me versus you, drawing Nintendo characters, 3 rounds, and we'll see who wins. So here we go. We've got Bill joining us now, Bill Trinan, to be the judge of our epic one-on-one art contest. I've got some Nintendo characters here in a stack. We'll pick some and then have 60 seconds to draw. No peeking, not yet.
60秒。
All right, so the first character that we're going to be drawing is good old Mario. All right.
これでいいですか？
Are you sure?
マリオなら描けますよ。
I can do Mario.
All right. Ready.
60秒。
Ready?
60
Set.
seconds.
Go. Five seconds. Time.
All right.
Oh,
Now we will reveal them, and Bill will pick the winner.
this is gonna be.
It's gonna be a tough one. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, Zach. So much trouble.
体全部描いてる。僕顔しか描いてる。
He only has one arm.
You drew full body. Mr. Miyamoto only drew a head. But that's a really good Mario face.
これだけは負けられない。
So I think Mr.
Round
Miyamoto
1. Okay.
wins.
All right. All right. All right.
You have to step your game up.
I'm gonna try.
Oh, maybe we should add a star.
Okay.
There you go.
For the winner.
色もつけましょうか。
Oh, we'll color the star as well. There we go.
Awesome. All right. Next up, we've got
全然知らないもん出てください。
Yoshi.
よし大丈夫です。
This is my favorite. So here we go.
Go.
Done.
Sing done?
Oh.
終わり
Oh, what? It's over.
I think this one is my best.
Oh.
3,
Let's
2,
see.
1.
あ、すごい。何が乗ってる
You got Baby Mario. Is that Mario or Baby
It's
Mario?
Baby Mario.
Baby Mario.
ベイビーマリオになってる。顔しか描いてない。
Oh.
It's a close one.
What do you think, Mr. Miyamoto?
この顔をつける。
Maybe if you just put my face on your body, then everything would be great. Oh, it's tough. I mean, this looks maybe 70% complete versus.
110.
That's right.
Alright.
Okay, this one goes to you.
Now we have possibly the most important round, the tiebreak round, and the most important character, because our third character
何が来るか。
is going to be Link, in honor of the new Zelda.
難しいですよ。
Oh, Link's hard to draw.
He is.
Go. Done.
Oh.
Now, I went with Link from Breath of the Wild.
Oh.
ああ、
3,
ボツ
2,
ワン
1.
グリーンキャ
He's got his hair from Breath of the Wild. He's got his blue
He's
tunic.
got a blue tunic.
かっこいい。
Oh.
Yours is pretty good, though.
That is pretty good.
I
And
I got the sword.
you do have the sword.
あ
The Master Sword, too.
But here's the thing. I've seen Mr. Miyamoto draw a lot of characters
Yeah.
over the years. I have never seen him draw a Link this cool.
Oh.
So I'm gonna have to give this one to Mr. Miyamoto.
That is our challenge. I was bested by one of the best, so that is quite the honor. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Big thanks to you, Raymond, for helping out. Big thanks to you, Bill, for judging. And
Yeah.
the biggest thanks to you for making fantastic games and for taking time
Thank you.
to let me talk to you.
ドライフォース込んだ方がいいですね。
Should I maybe draw a Triforce in
Ooh,
there?
yeah. Let's get that in there.
はい。
Perfect.
今度ドライフォース出てこないです。
You don't know if the Triforce is going to be in this next game or not, but I put one there anyway.
Very good. So thank you guys, girls, so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to check out Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'll have videos on that too. And until next time, everybody, thanks again, and we'll see you all later.